Hey, TV fans, it's Greg, the TV genius. I am a TV genius. Today, I want to talk to you guys about the originals that played last night. Finally, we had a couple of episode or a couple week break. It was a ridiculous long time because they keep breaking. They did the mid-season finale, and then they did that break, and then they came back and did like 4 or 5 episodes and went on another break, and they came back for 2 more episodes, and they did this break, which was ridiculous, and it just kept me waiting because I love the originals and I love the show. Anyway, last night, episode 17 of season 2, Exquisite Corpse, and what a great episode it was. I just think it was so cool. The magic, the way we saw how powerful Freya was, and I want to talk about Freya soon. But first, I want to say, I was so excited the whole episode. I thought they were going to bring Claire Holt back as Rebecca Michelson, which I love the original family from the Vampire Diaries. I think it's ridiculous that they've changed it. And anyway, when Julie Plec pitched the idea for the originals to the CW, she showed them a picture from season 3 of the Vampire Diaries. Either Dangerous Liaisons, the one where they threw the ball, or the next one, All My Children, a picture of the whole original family standing on the staircase and said, "This is the original family. What do you think?" And they loved it. They let her go ahead with the show. Greenlit it for a few seasons that it's greenlit for. And I just think it's ridiculous they didn't stick to that cast because I loved the original cast of the original family. I just think it's ridiculous that they've got this new guy, Vincent, playing Finn this season, which I'm glad Finn's out of him. I'm sure we'll see Finn again because Freya, of course, it looked like she had sucked his soul or whatever was inside of Vincent's body into her necklace, which is going to be cool to see what happens. Turns out Freya is super powerful. And I thought they were going to bring back Claire Holt as Rebecca, and I'm pissed that they didn't, but oh well. When Klaus needed Freya's help this episode to go and get Rebecca out of Viva St. Clair's mind, which is the witch that Rebecca is inhabiting right now, since she's not in her original body. She's in this girl's body, and it turns out she's a sadistic child killer who's siphoning magic from children to get rid of vampires. And Vincent, which was possessed by Finn, went and used their history together, which I don't understand their history or why they're throwing that in the show because we know nothing about these characters. And honestly, I don't care anything about these characters. And they've thrown history in the show episode of them, and he used their history to trick her into showing him where the children that she was siphoning the power from were. And turns out Davina was one of the children that she had taken. Well, Freya and Klaus go to Esther for help. And Freya's been shackled by Klaus by, I think, some magic binding shackles. There would have to be, or what's the point? And Klaus says that he won't help her if she has to go inside of her mind because Esther just kind of got in Klaus's ear, telling him not to trust her. She's pretty much Dahlia's disciple. And Freya gets pissed once Elijah shows up and says he'll do it, and everybody starts arguing and really shows her power. She breaks the chains and just snaps Klaus's neck without a second thought and leaves with Elijah. And she goes inside of Elijah's mind, of course, because she uses him as an anchor to do the spell. That's what gains her access to these characters' minds, which is what a big deal is. She might actually be Dahlia's disciple. She did live with her for all these years. She was raised by her, and then she was sleeping for 1,000. She's immortal. She's this very powerful immortal witch, and I can't wait to see how powerful Dahlia is. If Freya is this powerful, how powerful is Dahlia? It's going to be so cool to see what happens. I just can't wait. But one of my favorite scenes was when Freya was using Elijah as an anchor, and just leaned back and chanting, and everything was going crazy around her. And you could see how powerful she was from that. The director did a great job at portraying that scene and doing such a good job at showing us the power that she has without having everything blow up around her. Short of doing that, they did a great job. And Marcel and Vincent went inside of Viva St. Clair's mind to retrieve Rebecca, which was this little girl, for some reason, a little girl version of Rebecca. If they were going to go inside of her mind and do kind of your mental image of yourself, it should have been Claire Holt. I don't understand why they didn't get the actress back for that. Last season, I read that the director said, or Julie Plec said, that they went a little just they've gone as far as they could with Rebecca's character, but this season it seems like they've gone as far as they could with the actress that played Rebecca, Claire Holt. But whatever. It was awesome to see how powerful Freya was. She got Rebecca out and killed Viva St. Clair, and all the children woke up that she had taken and siphoned the magic from. Well, Rebecca says that she's still attached to these children. She can still feel herself connected to them. So she didn't want to go back to her original body when Klaus offered after they saved her, because she said that she didn't want the children to die. She kind of liked Davina, which is very progressive of Rebecca, if you ask me. Maybe because she's not a vampire anymore, it's given her more compassion. And maybe it is true when you become a vampire, even though you still have your humanity and you can choose to flip the switch, you still lose some of it when you become a vampire. And I think it's cool. They're kind of showing that Rebecca's a little different as a human. She's a little more compassionate. And it's going to be cool to see what they do with her character from near on out, even though she's not Claire Holt. I don't enjoy this actress. Hopefully they'll change her body again, which would be a little ridiculous, but oh well. And then the end of the episode came, and Freya said she was going to turn everyone against Klaus because she saw inside of his mind and knows now that they can never trust one another. They can never be allies. And I wonder why. I wonder what she saw. She probably just saw Klaus's deep wounded soul with these daddy issues and mommy issues and so many family problems, and saw that he will never trust anyone. Even his own family he doesn't trust, to a point. So, very interesting. She goes to Esther and tells her all this, tells Esther, you were right not to trust me. I'm going to turn the family against Klaus, which is really stupid if you ask me, but we're going to see what happens. I think she's going to do that so that she's the only one that Klaus can turn to when Dahlia comes, and she's the only one who's going to be there with her hand out saying, here, I'll help you. I'm not turning my back on you, even though everyone else is. So I think that's her goal there. And Esther says, why are you telling me this? And she goes, because you're not going to be around to see it. She chants and just blows Esther into a million birds and they all die. Oh my god! She's so powerful. I can't wait for the next episode. I love Freya. She's my favorite character on the show now. And it's just awesome to see. I can't wait to see what they do with Haley and Jackson. Phoebe Talkins, she's an okay actress. She was on The Secret Circle. She's doing a pretty good job portraying Haley. I do enjoy that. We'll see what happens next with Elijah and his new girlfriend, Elijah Michelson, played by Daniel Gillies. He's such a good actor. I love him. He is my favorite original character, definitely. We had Daniel Sharming this season playing Cole. Hopefully they'll bring him back, because Rebecca said also that she wants to stay a witch so she can attempt to bring Cole back to life, which she promised him that she would do. And we'll see what happens this season. I'm so excited to see next episode and to see Dahlia and for us to have a discussion about her and to see how powerful she is. And I just can't wait to see what happens. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe and like.